Well, dear one, apparently we were mistaken.
Apparently we were. Here we go. Yeah.
Wow. Well, hey everybody, this is Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple.
Live free, and we were definitely mistaken. If you watch the video that we just did about Dunedin and how we fell in love with the live oak,
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
that was there, we absolutely loved it. And we said in there that they were only in Florida.
We were wrong.
We were immediately set to rights
Yeah.
by hundreds of people who made comments. Oh, I have one in my yard in Georgia. Oh, they're all over Texas. Apparently they're up the East Coast as far as Eastern Virginia, which amazes us because we're well traveled. There's only 4 states in the country that I have not been in, and that's in the Northwest, Washington, Oregon, Montana, Idaho.
Well, in Hawaii, but yeah.
And you've been all over too.
Yeah, I think the only states I haven't been in are Wisconsin and Michigan and Hawaii. Oh, and Alaska, but you got to go to Alaska.
Yeah. And yet neither one of us had noticed live oaks before.
Maybe you just weren't there at the right time for them to stand out.
Or we were just driving past and we were thinking about something else. We just didn't notice them.
Right. I love them now.
But in Dunedin, we ended up walking right underneath of that and we couldn't miss it, and we absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So apparently we were mistaken, and we're glad because we love them and we love to see them. A lot of people talked about places in South Carolina that had huge ones. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Pretty cool, guys.
So we also got a number of comments about Elizabeth's asthma.
Yes.
That people were saying that they had trouble with their asthma in Florida because of the humidity, I guess. So.
Yeah. Well, now I have not been in Florida in the summer, so I can't say anything about that. But I know that for me, being down here in the winter, it has been so good for me. That's all I can really say is I just, it's been a lot easier to breathe. I've loved the warm air. I think that little touch of humidity, I don't know. I've done really, really well down here. And, unless the air is really cold, I do extremely well in Virginia on the whole. Usually I have to be around cigarette smoke or be sick or breathe a lot of cold air to really have problems with asthma. So no, I can imagine there's a lot of times when people go to the Southwest where it's dry and hot or warm and do much better. I know they used to send people to like Arizona when they had tuberculosis because it was so much better for their breathing. But anyway, I'm fine in Florida.
Well, yeah, in Virginia though, in the winter, every time you go out to the car, you struggle with it because of the cold.
Yeah, but that's cold. Cold air makes me wheeze. Yeah.
So, also, many of you said, I'm so glad you're having a wonderful vacation. And we absolutely are.
Oh, yeah.
But this isn't a vacation. This is a working vacation for me.
Oh, yeah.
The cool thing about my job, which is, of course, YouTube and Thrive Life, is that I can do it from anywhere as long as we have an internet connection. So I just elected to do it somewhere warm.
Yeah.
So I'm still working at least 4 hours a day every morning. I get up, we've talked about this before, I get up very early before she does, and I work editing videos and all this and that,
Yeah.
And then we go out and play for the rest of the day. But it's not just simply a sit by the pool vacation. It's a working vacation, and I work and as we travel. So.
Well, and I've still got things I have to take care of, and I do some editing and work with the filming, and it's a beautiful place to just be able to do the stuff you need to do. But we've had several times where they came by to try to clean our room up at the hotel, and we told them, no, don't worry about it. We'll take care of everything because we are there working. But I got to admit, I can't complain being here to do what we have to do. That's
in fact, sure. I got about a half hour, and then I got to go be on a Zoom call. It's going to take about an hour. So, it's definitely a working vacation.
I'm just grateful we have this kind of flexibility.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
goodness, that's a gift.
Absolutely. And we absolutely love the the connection, the feedback, that's not the word I'm looking for, of all of you guys
Oh my goodness,
who are
yes.
following along with us, and we are getting hundreds of suggestions of places to go and see,
Yes.
and so many people saying, oh, you're in my hometown, or I live 20 minutes from there, and
Which I think is really cool.
suggesting
Yeah.
something to see, suggesting a restaurant or something. We absolutely appreciate every suggestion that we get. But here's the thing, I've also mentioned this before, our videos are at least 10 days behind.
That's typical for a YouTuber.
So by the time we get them, those suggestions, we are already gone from that location and moved on to somewhere else. In fact, this trip is so content rich for us that
Yeah.
we do 2 videos a week, generally Tuesday and Friday. And while we're down here, we're recording 3 or 4 videos per week. So the videos are getting longer, delayed all the time.
Which is nice to have a bunch of videos that we've got available to go. I mean, we call it having the pipeline get full. That's
Right.
really nice.
Right. And we're also getting overwhelmed with what I call stay offers, which is people say, oh, come stay with us, come have dinner with us, I'd love to have lunch with you.
Which is so cool.
Yeah, we would love engagement. That's the word I was looking for. You guys are so engaged in what we're doing, and I
Yes.
love that. But we would love to be able to sit down with every one of you, but we're getting so many offers to come have lunch that it's just not possible.
Right. Well,
So-
we just deeply appreciate it. Oh my goodness, how kind you are.
Yeah.
And if it's something that would ever work out, that it seems like something like that could happen, it'd be wonderful. We've had some YouTubers that we really liked that we had a chance to get together with at times, and it's been great.
Right.
However, we do want you to know that we had planned this year on doing a meetup.
Right.
We had it all planned, but of course our entire trip has had to change. It's become very much shorter, and we're not in a good position to be able to do something like that. So we've already done some checking, and we are definitely planning on, because one way or another we're going to get down here next year in the winter after Christmas. We're definitely planning on a meetup. And
For next year.
For next year. Now remember, that's next year.
So yeah, we were definitely planning on having a meetup this year, and with everything, all of our plans changing, everything went and
Yeah.
we're not here for long enough to be able to do that. So I'm very sorry, but we will definitely have one next year.
Yeah, we thought that'd be kind of fun.
And several people said that they were surprised that they did not see Elizabeth swimming in the Gulf. And
Yeah.
is that something that you want to talk about?
Yeah. I think I was born a fish. I am not kidding. When I was a baby, I was maybe 2. I had this little swimming suit with a little ruffled backside on it. And my parents, we were at the ocean, and my sister was a baby. And Dad thought Mom had me, and Mom thought Dad had me, and I had just taken off into the ocean. And all of a sudden, they saw my little ruffled behind just floating out on a wave. And my dad came tearing out there and picked me up by the ruffles of my suit real quick and got me up. I was laughing. I was absolutely laughing. So I have just loved water, and I've loved the ocean forever. And so bigger the waves, the happier it made me. But since I've had the stroke and it has messed up my balance, the times that I have tried to get actually into the ocean, you always get bobbed around a lot. Now, if I'm actually in the water, like swimming in, like up to here, it doesn't mess with my head much. I love just swimming. But to try to navigate where everything's shoving you around and the sand is changing under your feet, I don't do real well with it anymore.
Because of the balance problems.
Because of the balance problems. I'm not completely sure I can maintain my footing enough to be safe, because if it knocks me around enough, I'll just lose my balance completely. And that's just not cool when you're in the ocean. I'm usually strong as anything in there, but so I still love swimming. I love being at the beach. Oh my goodness, I love it. But I'm having to realize that where there's water that's really pushing you around, I don't maintain very well anymore, and I sure don't want to end up all bobbed over in 4 feet of water and I can't get my footing and I can't get out, kind of thing. And in the ocean, I can't expect Bill every second to be able to hang on to me, kind of thing. That's just not realistic. Anyway, I still love it to pieces, but that's why you're probably not seeing me out in the waves.
Yeah, and several trips past where we went on Thrive Life trips, I went on snorkeling adventures, and I absolutely loved them.
Oh, I love
and she
that.
wanted to go so desperately, but in order to do that, she's got to go out in the boat, and the boat that's bobbing on the waves just really messes with her balance, messes with her head. She just simply wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this real well, but you know, when your brain, they call it remodeling, but when you've had damage in your brain and it's compensated the best it can, that can only go so far. So if I get really sick, or I'm extremely tired, or I stress that too much, then I go back to the symptoms that I've had with the stroke, which is, you know, getting very numb, you know, nauseated, my balance is shot, just, you know, stuff. And so I can be on a boat. It's not like I'm just going to stand up and fall over immediately, but the balancing issues accumulate, and after a while my brain gets tired, and then I get all what I call numb-faced and chilled and blah. But anyway, I'm afraid that it's the accumulation of time where I cannot let my brain have a break from balancing. And so I would love to go with him and snorkel. I'm so glad he can film things because I can be there vicariously.
Yeah.
So you guys, I'm so grateful for how good life is, considering the fact that I've had a stroke and TIAs and all that stuff. But I just have to accept the fact that there's a few things that it looks like after almost 10 years. It's 10 years this summer.
Since you've had the stroke.
Since I've had the big stroke, you know. I just have to accept that some things are a little different.
Yeah.
That new normal, you know.
The new normal, yeah. And that's what we're dealing with.
Yep.
And we're learning every day what that new normal means.
Right. You'd think that'd be long gone, but I still have to deal with consequences at times if I'm not aware of what my brain is like. Okay, I've had it, you know. Then what'll happen?
Well,
know?
and you know, she was talking about the motion on the boat accumulating. It's the same thing in a car. You know, we used to drive 14 hours a day for 4 days in a row to drive coast to coast.
Yep.
She can do that one day, and then the next day she's shot. So
Right.
even coming down here, it's a one-day trip, but we took 2 days to do it because of that. And so that's just for us adapting to the new normal. But praise Jesus, we can still come.
That's right.
We just need to do it in a new way.
That's right. And if I can still figure out a way to snorkel, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's accumulated effects that I have to be careful of. If I have one really tiring day with a lot of don't do that motion, I'm going to have a harder time doing it the next day.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
So anyway, with that discussion, I didn't want this video to be a downer talking about
Oh
her medical
no!
issues.
I'm here and it's beautiful and we're having a ball.
It's actually a triumph that
Yes.
she's still able to be here.
Yes.
And we are thoroughly enjoying the bright sunshine and the palm trees. I love palm trees. And you can't see it, but there's a pool right here because we're sitting outside of our hotel.
Yeah.
And so you're going to see videos continue to come. And like I said, we're making 3 or 4 videos a week, and we're only putting out 2. So you're going to see videos for the next few weeks of our trip.
Right. Yeah.
So we just wanted to do this little thing just to answer a lot of questions and comments that we've been getting just from our first video in Dunedin.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I really think this has been not only just a really fun, beautiful trip so far, but I really think it's been very good for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So thanks for coming along. Thanks for being so engaged.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
And just hang with us and you'll see the rest of it as well.
I just think it's awesome to share in your lives and you share in ours.
Yeah.
So, alrighty.
So thanks for watching, everybody.
Live simple.
Live free. You be blessed. We certainly are.
Oh, I'm so grateful. I have so much I'm grateful for. Love you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.